someone was gonna charge me $500 to do my taxes for me. That's stupid. So let's do my taxes together while I crash out. I waited last minute to do my taxes because I probably owe like $15,000 to $20,000. Wish I was kidding, but I'm not. So these are all my tax documents and these are all my write-offs. Most of my income last year was through content creating, which did not have taxes taken out. I actually am trained and certified to do taxes, but it's really complicated and I'm afraid I'm gonna mess up. I have 4 W-2s, so I'm gonna put that into the system. It's already bad. We're already hitting a roadblock. I just looked at my crisis hotline job. Guess how much money was being taken out for state taxes? $1.50. So now I need to contact HR and tell them they need to up that. This already is starting off bad. But because I didn't have taxes taken out of that, I owe the state $464, and it's only gonna get worse from here. This is not gonna end well. So the next thing I'm gonna do is the interest that I earned from my CD accounts. That's money that my money made off of itself, off of interest, but no taxes were taken out of that, so it's gonna be pretty brutal. And now I owe about $2,400. And again, it's only gonna get worse from here. I feel like I've become the type of person where I wait to do something last minute because there's like that rush of like having to get it done last minute. I never used to be like that before. I feel like I'm starting to do that more and more, which is weird. So far, before putting in what I've made from social media, I owe around $14,000. I'm gonna put in my tax write-offs. Because I basically document every piece of my life, I'm finding like every little thing I could write off. Flights I've done for frugal trips, the cruise that I went on last year, the Bentley SUV that I rented to do my April Fool's joke last year, the fact that I film and edit and do my work here in my apartment, I could write off a portion of my living expenses. I don't feel like I'm the type of person who needs an accountant. That's what I learned in my 20s was the way to save money is to do everything on your own. I had such a big year last year and it happened so unexpectedly and more brand deals came in and all of this has just become very complicated. I'm going to put in the income from what I made from social media. It's gonna be brutal. That is a down payment for a house. Please tell me I did something wrong. It's the moment I've been dreading. This is how much money I owe in taxes to the government as a content creator who made a little over $200,000 last year with 10 side hustles. If you think it's bad, you have no idea. The reason why I'm posting this is because for one, I'm an oversharer and I share way too much about my life. I feel like influencers are never actually showing the reality of anything. That's what I'm about, is keeping it real and showing you like things are not always as great and grand as you think. Last year, I made a little over $200,000 from all of my side hustles combined. That is the most amount of money I've ever made in my entire life. Up until the age of like 27, I was not making more than $35,000 a year. From all my side hustles, 4 of them were W-2 jobs. Taxes were already taken out throughout the year. And then beyond those jobs with W-2s, I did not pay anything into taxes. I had no idea I was supposed to be making quarterly payments towards taxes. Do I look like I'm a business owner? Do I look like I know what I'm doing? I film myself, edit it, and post it. Posting on social media, getting brand deals, posting on the fans website. Apparently this is all considered a self-employed business. But just wait until you see what I owe from that in taxes and you'll never want to be a content creator ever. I did as many tax write-offs as I legally could, which lowered my tax burden a little bit, but it did not help that much. In the end, I owe the state of Connecticut $9,334 and I owe the federal government $34,576. I have to make my first quarterly payment towards taxes for this year today. Basically, within 24 hours, I owe the government $55,000. You're telling me all these content creators are shelling out this crazy amount of money every quarter and every year for taxes? This isn't fun anymore. I knew I owed a lot of money. I had no idea it was going to be this much. The money's not even the problem. I have the money. It's all scheduled to go out today. $55,000 gone. I just feel like these past few days I've been like disassociating. Money is my biggest trigger. It always will be my biggest trigger until the day I'm gone. It just is what it is. The past few days I've just kind of like numbed myself out. I'm so glad I never bought a house last year because had I put a lot of money into buying a home last year and then I find out I basically owe $55,000 to the government overnight, I would be locked away. I do understand it is such a blessing in a way to owe this much in taxes because it means I made that amount of crazy money last year. The money trauma side of me is just kind of crumbling. I'm just gonna take a little break from posting. I feel incredibly burnt out. Finding out this information, I just need to take care of myself and I don't even want to think about filming. I'll be okay, but if in the next video I pop on here with a shaved head, just just know what happened. My student loan payment is more than $1,000 a month, and I made a massive mistake recently, so let's make a student loan payment and talk about it. I'm gonna log into my student loan account. I did not buy a house, I'm just pet sitting. Also doing frugal Botox right now, which is why there's a bunch of lotion on my forehead, so do not be alarmed. My student loans qualify for forgiveness through the Public Servant Loan Forgiveness Program because they're in my mom's name, and my mom works for a qualified employer, but I still have $115,000 of student loan debt in my mom's name under a Parent Plus loan. My sister and I had to consolidate both of our student loans that were under my mom's name into one student loan for them to still qualify for forgiveness through the PSLF program. They said you don't have to make payments because the loans are consolidating and the loans are pending under a new income-driven repayment plan. The person on the phone said if you make those payments, they're not going to count towards PSLF. So you might as well not make them because they're not going to count. Only to find out we should have been making those payments and they would have qualified for forgiveness. One person on customer service tells you one thing, and then you call a couple weeks or months later and you get told something completely different. I had about 2 payments left till reaching the 120 payment threshold for the PSLF forgiveness. Only to find out now I have about 13 months. And at the end of the day, I'm unbelievably grateful that the loans do qualify for forgiveness because it is $115,000. The total payment that me and my sister have to make is almost $2,000 a month. I pay $1,137 a month and my sister pays the remaining $800. Submit. The reason why I post these videos is not only to bring awareness to the chaos and the bullshit of the student loan system, also because I remember how alone I felt when I was in my 20s, drowning in 6 figures of debt, and I didn't feel like there was anyone like me. I post these videos to help you hopefully feel less alone, or to make you feel better about your situation if you do not owe $1,100 a month towards your student loans. That's that. I'll see you at the next payment.
A payment in the amount of $2,424. He's not gonna help you today.
It's a long-winded story, so bear with me. I'm very sorry, and I appreciate your help. My sister and I had to consolidate both of our loans that are Parent Plus loans under my mom's name into one loan because they qualify for the PSLF program. We had to put the loan into an ICR payment plan. The only option we had was the ICR plan. Our student loan payment was $1,937 a month. For the payment to jump $500 a month, I was shocked to see that. When I went through that process last year of consolidating loans for me and my sister, the only way your loans will continue to qualify for PSLF is if it is an ICR plan.
This is new. The regulations for the Big Beautiful Bill have came into effect with the government. No, you can do the income-based repayment plan as well to try to lower this payment.
Nope, that's it. Thank you very much for your help. I feel like she hated me. I'm sorry, I'm so confused. If you are not the one to dig for this information, you would never know. I had no idea I was able to switch to another income-based driven repayment plan, because originally I was told it can only be the ICR plan, which was going to cost $2,400 a month. Oh my god, this is the most frustrating shit ever.